In this year's budget, India has reduced the allocation for foreign aid. In the financial year 2024 to 25 budget, foreign aid was 5,806 crore rupees, whereas this year it has been reduced to 5,483 crore rupees. Now let's understand how much provision India has made for which neighboring country in the budget for the year 2025 to 26. India provides the most economic aid to Bhutan. In the 2025 to 26 budget, India has allocated 2,150 crore rupees for Bhutan, whereas during the last fiscal year, the revised budget for this was 2,543 crore rupees. India provides assistance to Bhutan for infrastructure, hydropower projects, and projects related to economic cooperation. After tensions in relations with the Maldives last year, both countries have started efforts to improve relations. This is also reflected in the financial aid given to the Maldives. In the revised budget allocation for the financial year 2024 to 2025, but in the budget for the financial year 2025 to 2026, it has been increased to 600 crore rupees. In fact, the relations between India and Maldives began to deteriorate because Maldivian President Mohamed Muizzu leaned towards China. But now both Maldives and India have made an effort to improve relations. India is continuously trying to establish better relations with Afghanistan. However, this was not reflected in the budget. Last year's budget, India allocated 2 billion rupees for Afghanistan. However, in the revised budget, this amount was reduced to 500 million rupees. But now, in the fiscal year 2025 to 2026 budget, it has been increased to 1 billion rupees. After the fall of Sheikh Hasina's government in Bangladesh, the relations between India and Bangladesh became tense. But in this year's budget, the assistance amount to be given to Bangladesh, it has been kept the same. In the fiscal year 2024 to 25, the revised budget amount given to Bangladesh is 120 crore rupees. In the financial year 2025 to 2026, this amount is 120 crore rupees. Jamia Millia Islamia University's Associate Professor Premanand Mishra says that these days in Bangladesh, there is a different attitude towards India. However, since India is a big country, it looks at it in such a way that 5 or 10 years later, it is not necessary that this stance against India will remain the same in Bangladesh, because society to a great extent is invested. On August 5th last year, the fall of Sheikh Hasina's government happened in Bangladesh and she fled to India. After that, the interim government led by Muhammad Yunus has consistently maintained a tough stance towards India. Myanmar. In India, the aid amount for Myanmar has been reduced from 400 crores to 350 crores rupees. This reduction has been made at a time when there is military rule and conflict with rebels in Myanmar. However, due to armed conflict in Myanmar in the northeast, in recent days, China's influence on Nepal has increased, but India is continuously trying to improve relations with Nepal. The revised budget for Nepal in the fiscal year 2024 to 2025 was 700 crore rupees, and there was no reduction in it for the fiscal year 2025 to 2026 either. The assistance amount given to Sri Lanka has been maintained at 300 crore, and this time no reduction has been made in this amount.